Skadoosh. Joy Moss with Bad Boy Gaming, and this is like a follow-up video from yesterday of what's been going on in the EDH world as far as the bannings and the prices. I kind of wanted to take a look and examine some of the price charts, of Jeweled Lotus and Mana Crypt to be, more narrow here. As we all know, there was a big banning yesterday. Dockside, Nadu, and Mana Crypt, as long as Jeweled Lotus, were all banned. As you can see, the price is tanking. There's panic selling, but is it really panic selling, or is it just, the right thing to do right now? Wow, what a significant drop. This isn't within 24 hours. We're down to 52.74 on the Dockside Extortionist. This is like one of the most common, probably the most popular Jeweled Lotus Commander Legends, the OG version. And it's sitting at $81. It has taken a little bit of a hit as well. Wait till I show you the eBay sales. It gets nuts. So stay tuned. Here's just more dips. This is only a 24-hour period, guys. Wow, went from 120, 125, 126. I like that it shows you like items sold. That's kind of interesting on the chart here. But yeah, dipped down, crazy dip within 24 hours, just whoosh, a few days, down to, $62 from 125. That's halved. This is the foil etched version. This one, interesting to see just a gradual decline on this version. That is strange. Well, let's see the 6-month chart on that. Wow, this one was way up high. And just a slow plummet, almost like that's kind of odd, almost like something was known there. I don't know. I'm not trying to get into crazy conspiracy theories, but we're sitting at $88 right now is the market price, and not too long ago, $136. Moving further down the line, Jeweled Lotus Commander Masters. This is the one I pulled, but in foil. Over the weekend here, it was around 127. Price down to 76. Oh my gosh, we are seeing big tanks, man. Here's Commander Masters, a textured foil. This is a more pricey one. Again, a slow, it almost seems like a slow decline up until the point. That's really strange to see that. I know there were reprints and all that stuff, and then the big dump off here. Holy crap. Down to 350 from 517-ish. Another here, let's get into Mana Crypt. This one this one's very interesting. Wait till you see these charts. So we're sitting at 180s. It's always kind of been around there for like the longest time, as long as I can remember. Once it gets a reprint, the price drops and then it starts to soar up. After a big reprint, 141. But then the past month. Wow, 185, dipping all the way down. It says market price is 157. Most recent sales, $82. Oh my gosh. And you'll see I have some charts pulled up here in just a moment. The list reprints, same thing. Big, huge drop. Have you guys sold your Mana Crypts? Have you sold? Who has, just decided to dump their big cards like this? And what are you going to do about other cards that you think could have potential bannings in the future? Outside of like Soul Ring, unless you have special editions of Soul Ring, that could hurt you. But Soul Ring is a card arguably that should have been banned before all this stuff, or shouldn't even been like a Commander staple. But their argument is, it's a great card from back in the day. The Judge promos, there was a weird, interesting price hike. I feel terrible for the guy who bought it at 318, and then just to watch it suffer down to 301. Recent sale, 175. Wow. Then we go over to the Masterpiece Kaladesh Inventions version. This is weird to see the price go up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Well, there's not showing many sales during this time. That's interesting also. Price hiked up drastically. Wow. Recent sale, $589. Wow. Low sale price, total $299. Now that could have been damaged or something, or who knows. I'm not going to get into all that. You can always examine and view more data on all these. Here's another one, special guests. Wow, here comes the dump. Dropped. Most recent sale, $119. from 270. These are just crazy. Mana Crypt Special Guest, another huge jump off right here. Wow, that's interesting. But then you see some weird stuff here. This is the weird stuff. Why was this one just trending up? I don't understand. All this one did was climb and climb and climb and climb and climb. And guess what? It's almost still climbing. There's no data that show that it's been dumped upon. Not yet. But I do see these kind of cards pop up. Another example, bam, price just keeps hiking. I do see these pop up in Magic the Gathering Facebook groups quite often, at least in the last 24 hours. They've been crazy. Seeing people sell them off. More recent sales, $650.98. Huh? Like some of these price points are nuts, but then you see like reality down here a little bit. Price is definitely sinking on all of these. But Mana Crypt's a card that's legal in other formats still. So it's not like it's going to suffer the biggest blowout of all these. But the price has already been halved for regular versions, which is pretty. We could have expected that, Again, these top ones, these Mana Crypt borderless special guest cards, price climb, price climb, price climb, price climb. It's still climbing. What, why? What's going on there? It's almost... I'm not trying to get into crazy conspiracies, but I'm just throwing this out there for someone to think about, some food for thought, The most expensive variants, the most expensive versions of these cards are just climbing and still going up. Now, I'm not saying that that's not going to change in the next 24 hours, drop off. But what if these cards don't actually get banned and the rules committee comes out and then says, well, okay, we made a mistake. Who's buying up all these cards at these prices? Like these crazy high price. Does someone, then again, 0 items sold it's showing for data. Interesting. But, these do sell in other places other than TCG Player. I don't think they account for Facebook groups and all that stuff. Who's buying all these cards, and why is the price continuously going up? I understand scarcity. This one boggles my mind. From 3,000, it just went up and up and up. This is, I think, the second most expensive version of the card. Holy crap. Just a continuous climb. But what if someone, they're just, I wish we could find out like all the data from people who have bought these cards. What if they're buying up, and it's only in the high price ones. You go back, the regular you and me versions, that we would buy, if we can even afford them, they have tanked off. They have all tanked off. They've all dropped off. Even the Judge promo, like any of the reasonably priced, just dropping off. But all these big ones are just climbing. That is sus, man. Who's buying them? Now, I know like items sold is not showing, is even going to show us. Items sold. I guess when an item sells, the price, I don't know. Something's going on there. What about most recent sales? They don't even really have a big log on these ones. Someone's selling it for $74,000. Good luck on that, dude. And then you go into the OG, the original Mana Crypt, the media promo. This is the OG version, if I'm not mistaken. This one even took a dip as well. Nadu, of course, that was going to fall off, But then you go over here, and let's take a look at just what's been happening in the last 24 hours. You can see prices as people selling off. That's a foil jeweled Lotus, $54.77. Prices are adjusted though, depending on currency. 99 foil etched, 52. There's a regular version, 69 on this. Wow. Yeah, what are your guys' thoughts with all this happening? Do you think? I know that I'm not trying to be crazy and say insider trading. I'm just throwing it out there just so we have conversation, But do you think something like that could be possible? When you have the power to cancel a card, basically, you tell your friends, "Hey, we're about to be canceling this card or something," but maybe we're gonna bring it back or something. Like, why are all the most expensive ones? Why did the price continuously hike on those? Is that market manipulation? What is that? What is going on there? I cannot explain that one. But if you have some know-how, if you have insight, into something like this, and again, I'm not saying anyone did it. But you could tell people about it, and I'm sure the word would get out, though. You'd have to really trust these people if you're telling that kind of information. You buy up a bunch of copies, you dump them, whatever. or you get rid of your copies beforehand, before the crazy drop in the sell. But I wanted to look at recent sales just on eBay. So 23rd, you see a lot of sales. And this is just people saying, holy crap, this card's going to zero and selling. You can see again and again, we're down to $40 here. $45. Wow. Someone said they saw a low of $26. Holy crap, man. Could you imagine? Well, where we are, we're not imagining. This is our reality now. This is our reality. $29 near mint. $26 near mint. It goes on and on and on. But yeah, I could not. This is hard to wrap our heads around, and my heart goes out to anyone who took a hit with these. This is still the 23rd, so I want to get past the 23rd. Let's move into like the 21st and just check out some activity there. This is like before it was announced. Here's a high sale, $243 on the 22nd that sold. Today is what, the 24th? So the 22nd, interesting, a PSA 10 went up for sale. Who sold that? Arizona TCG. Okay, I mean, it could just be coincidence. I'm not trying to say nothing here. But it's fun to discuss, the what ifs and could haves and maybes, and all that. I'd like to think people are good, quality individuals. But as you go further back here, September 17th, it's kind of normal. 16th, about 5-6 sales, a few sales here on the 15th, 14th. I'm not seeing anything that would suggest anything out of the ordinary, but this would be something that if you are going to dump it, you're going to gradually dump your cards, And Arizona TCG, man, they pop up a couple times. Not saying anything about them. Magic Stronghold, they sold a bunch, or they sold a couple there. They sold quite a few. They sold a lot. They dumped a whole bunch. Do people know something, Or do they just get their hands on a bunch and, maybe they bought a collection and just wanted to sell it? That's most likely the case. But this is interesting data here, August 31st. You see them just kind of slowly leaking in there, but this could be just normal selling, But some high dollar ones selling $660, just a week before this big announcement. I don't know what to make of it all, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Again, I just think it's fun to discuss this stuff. Wow, a lot of textured foils here, but yeah, and I mean, it is what it is, People could just be selling normally, and that's probably what we're experiencing. But let me know your thoughts on all this. And today also, if you stuck around this far, I am cracking open a sealed box of good old Duskmorn promo packs today. We're going to see if I can get my money back on this. This will be a lot of fun. Got it off the black market, good old eBay. We're going to see if I can make my dough back on it. But yeah, if you guys have any insight about what's been going on here, if you think you might know something, speak up, let's hear about it. But let me just hear your thoughts. These are the changes, and we are going to continue to see a drop. But what's really going on with these Mana Crypts just going to the moon? The most expensive ones. Because, man, if people know something and, like, this just goes up, these just go up. I don't know what's going on with that. Explain, please. I'm dying to hear it.